best evidence for reincarnation is to die. So try that tonight. Then you'll find out for sure.
What do you think happens after death? Does our soul reincarnate based on our karma as Buddhists and Hindus believe? Or does our soul ascend to heaven or descend to hell as Christians believe? Or does it continue to exist in an alternative world as Muslims believe? Or does it merge with the Supreme Deity or enter the zone of nothingness? Now these are some of the many questions which will continue to be discussed till the time humanity persists. However, a pair of twins born in Hexham might have given us a direction and a few clues to solve this mystery. Mind you, we aren't concluding anything, but who knows? The story starts with John and Florence Pollock, a happy couple living in Hexham. John Pollock was born in Bristol in 1920 and was raised in the Church of England before converting to Catholicism, whereas Florence Pollock grew up as a member of the Salvation Army and became Catholic on marrying John. The couple was already blessed with 2 boys when in 1946 their first daughter Joanna was born. In 1951, they moved from Hexham to Whitley Bay and conceived their second daughter Jacqueline. However, this picture-perfect family was torn apart when Joanna, 11, and Jacqueline, 6, along with Anthony, their mutual friend, became victims of a car accident on their way to the church after the driver lost control of a car. The Pollock sisters were killed on spot while Anthony died on his way to the hospital. What made this bizarre is the fact that Joanna had a premonition where she believed that she would never grow up and often said, "I will never be a lady." Their deaths resulted in a void which could never be embraced, or so they thought. After a year of praying for another child, Florence was pregnant again. Although this helped them to recover from their distress, it also began a chain of events which changed their life forever, which are as follows. First, despite doctors' assurance of a single birth which was based on factors like no history of twins in either parent's family, palpitation and fetal heartbeat, John was convinced that their deceased daughters would reincarnate into the family as twins. He was proven correct on October 4th when Gillian and Jennifer, the Pollock twins, were born. Second, birthmark. While the twins were identical, that is monozygotic, the pair had different birthmarks which is considered highly unusual. Jennifer had a small birthmark on her left hip which mimicked a birthmark that Jacqueline had, which was slightly depressed at her birth and showed more during cold weather. Third, when Jennifer and Gillian were 2 years old, they began asking for the toys which belonged to their deceased sisters as if they were theirs. The fact that the twins asked for them by taking their names, even though the toys had been discarded ever since their elder sister's death, left John and Florence stumped. Fourth, Gillian and Jennifer seemed to remember Hexham in detail, even though the family relocated to Whitley Bay when they were just 3 months old. Not only this, when they moved back to Hexham at the age of 4, the twins pointed and named landmarks they hadn't seen before, such as the school their deceased sisters had attended, the Hexham Abbey, and a playground their deceased sisters loved. The pair even seemed to know the way to the playground without having ever seen it. Fifth, Florence Pollock occasionally overheard Gillian and Jennifer discussing the details of the accident. Once she came across Gillian cradling Jennifer's head, saying, "The blood's coming out of your eyes. That's where the car hit you." John Pollock recalled that when he identified the bodies, Jacqueline's head was bandaged above the eyes. Sixth, the twins feared cars and would be very careful while crossing streets. On one occasion, when a car engine started near them in an enclosed alleyway, John Pollock observed that the girls screamed in terror and cried saying, the car, it's coming for us," perhaps being reminded of the inability in their past lives to escape. The case of Pollock twins attracted Dr. Ian Stevenson, a paranormal psychologist who studied them from 1964 till 1985 and concluded that they were indeed reincarnated. He spent the next 40 years studying cases of reincarnation and went on to publish 12 books, one of which titled Children Who Remember Previous Lives, A Question of Reincarnation, written in 1987, mentioned the case of Pollock twins. However, this case, just like any other of reincarnation, became a topic which received wide criticism by notable individuals like Ian Wilson and Richard Rockley, who believe that the case is evidentially weak as the only witnesses are the parents, who might have lied. They also believe that the twins might have found out about their dead sister through normal means, or that maternal impression might have played a significant role. Nevertheless, this case has been considered one of the best evidences of reincarnation, which continues to raise doubts that science has not yet been able to respond. With this, we come back to square one and would like to once again ask the same question. What do you think happens after death?
Nulafika,